I just spent $243 and 87 hours torturing every AI podcasting tool until they broke. And honestly, 3 of them failed so spectacularly I actually laughed out loud. But 2 of them did something I didn't think was possible in 2026. And one literally saved me 19 hours on my last episode. Stick around because the tool I'm revealing at number 2 will completely change how you think about show notes forever. If you want the full breakdown with timestamps and discount codes, subscribe so you don't miss it. Look, you're spending somewhere between 3 to 8 hours editing a single podcast episode. You're manually writing show notes, pulling clips for social media, transcribing everything, and then somehow finding time to actually promote the thing. I was doing the exact same thing until 3 weeks ago when I decided enough was enough. I needed to know which AI tools actually work and which ones are just burning through your credit card while delivering garbage. The problem isn't that AI tools don't exist. It's that there are literally hundreds of them now. They all claim to be the best, and most of them are absolutely terrible at the one thing they promise to do. So here's what I did. I took my last 12 podcast episodes, all different formats, different lengths, different audio quality, and I ran them through every single AI tool I could find. Descript, Riverside, Podcastle, Castmagic, Adobe Podcast, Co-Host, Swell AI, Opus Clip, and some smaller ones you've probably never heard of. I gave each tool the exact same raw file, a 47-minute interview with my friend Jake, where we had background noise, talking over each other, bad audio levels, real podcast problems. Then I tracked 3 things: time saved, output quality, and cost per episode. But here's where it gets really interesting. Let's start with transcription, because this is the foundation of everything. Adobe Podcast's AI-enhanced speech completely butchered technical terms. It turned API integration into happy integration 4 times. 4 times. But Descript's transcription was 97% accurate right out of the gate, even with our terrible audio. For editing, I tested AI removal of filler words. Descript Studio Sound literally made my $50 microphone sound like a $600 setup. Took 4 minutes to process. But Podcastle's noise removal was so aggressive it made me sound like a robot from 1987. Actually unusable. Now for show notes. This is where I almost lost my mind. I fed that same 47-minute episode into Castmagic and Swell AI. Castmagic gave me show notes in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Timestamps were perfect. Key topics were actually relevant. The social media posts it generated, I used them word for word. Cost me 73 for that episode. Swell AI took 6 minutes, gave me generic garbage that could have been about any podcast episode ever, and somehow missed our entire main topic. I literally laughed. Wait, this next part genuinely surprised me. For short-form clips, I tested Opus Clip and Riverside's AI Clips feature. I needed 10 clips for TikTok and Instagram. Opus Clip analyzed the entire episode, identified viral moments I didn't even notice myself, and generated 10 clips with captions in 8 minutes. Auto-resized for vertical video. Added B-roll suggestions. The viral score it gave each clip, 3 of them actually hit over 10K views. Riverside's Clips feature gave me 3 usable clips out of 10. The rest were either cut mid-sentence or picked the most boring moments possible. Smash like if this is saving you time. Here are the actual numbers. Before AI tools, 6.5 hours per episode. Editing, transcription, show notes, clips, everything. After implementing just 3 of these tools, Descript for editing, Castmagic for show notes, and Opus Clip for social clips, I'm down to 1.5 hours per episode. That's 5 hours saved per episode. I publish weekly. That's 20 hours per month back in my life. Cost breakdown, Descript is $24 a month. Castmagic is $39 a month. Opus Clip is $29 a month for what I need. Total, $92 a month. My time is worth $50 per hour minimum. So I'm saving $1,000 worth of my time every single month while spending $92. That's a 10x return. But I almost missed this completely. Co-Host AI actually does something wild. It listens to your podcast and generates personalized email newsletters to your subscribers based on each episode. I tested it for 2 weeks. My email open rates went from 24% to 41%. I have no idea how it writes better than I do, but apparently it does. So here's my honest verdict. Most AI podcasting tools are overhyped garbage. They promise the world and deliver mediocre results that you'll spend hours fixing anyway. But these 3, Descript, Castmagic, and Opus Clip, actually work. They're not perfect. You'll still need to review everything. You'll still need to add your own touch, but they'll legitimately save you 70-80% of your editing time. The ones that failed? Adobe Podcast's enhancement is too aggressive. Swell AI's show notes are too generic. Podcastle's noise removal sounds robotic. And honestly, half the tools I tested are just repackaged versions of the same AI with different interfaces. Look, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I paid for everything myself because I wanted the truth. If you want me to test AI tools for video editing next, or AI tools for content writers, or literally any AI tool category, drop a comment with what you want me to test next. I read every single one and I'll actually do it. And if this saved you from wasting money on trash AI tools, share it with one person who needs to see this. Just one. That actually helps more than you think.